Ibrahim Traore's meeting with Vladimir Putin had gone viral across the world. Traore is now seen as the king of Africa. He praised the Russian internal resilience despite all the sanctions that was placed on Russia. Russia had managed to develop their own internal mechanism that brought them to the forefront of global stage. Traore said Africa should follow these steps and not just continue to be afraid of the unknown. He said Africa must learn from this, not just learn, but also start to act. As for Burkina Faso had already taken note of these lessons. Very interesting. Traore told Vladimir Putin that Africa, Burkina Faso to be particular, want machine, not aid. That line had gone viral across the entire world. Go and look it up. Go and check it. We want machine, not aid. In other words, stop giving us free handout. We don't want it. Teach us how to be self-sufficient and how to be self-independent. For decades, Africa had been flooded with foreign aids, which comes with serious conditions, limitations, and the most unfavorable expectation you can imagine. Ibrahim Traore said he had rejected this model from the so-called colonial criminals. Burkina Faso had rejected all of this controlling limitation model from all colonial criminals and is encouraging all African countries to follow. Traore is encouraging all African countries to reject foreign aid and start doing things themselves. Traore said to Vladimir Putin face to face that what Africa needs right now is not handout, but tools, knowledge, and the ability to build. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, reminded everybody during the meeting with Ibrahim Traore that he reminded the world of the historic solidarity between Russia and Africa. He said something, I never knew about this, but Vladimir Putin said it during the meeting. He said about 40,000 of Burkina Faso's troops fought in the anti-Hitler coalition in the formation of fighting against France under the leadership of Charles de Gaulle. I'll leave the name in the subtitle. He said that shared path taken by Burkina Faso had now reshaped into the future relationship between Russia and Burkina Faso based on mutual respect and strategic cooperation. Ibrahim Traore told Vladimir Putin that the future of Burkina Faso depends on science, education, and the mastery of technology. He said education is what interests him the most. He wants the Burkina Faso citizen to go through serious education, especially in the field of science. He asked Vladimir Putin for Russia's help to train the youth of Burkina Faso, especially in scientific disciplines, so that Burkina Faso can develop its own machinery in defense and also in industries. Vladimir Putin then said he had announced that the numbers of Burkina Faso students studying in Russia on full scholarship have now doubled. He had now signed a decree to double the numbers of Burkina Faso citizens in Russia. And also, he had announced the reopening of the Russian embassy in the Ouagadougou after 30 years. Finally, Vladimir Putin said the role of humanitarian support, food security, and counter-terrorism in Burkina Faso is Russia's top priority. Vladimir Putin concluded by sending a serious warning to those who call themselves the enemies of Burkina Faso, those who are trying to muscle back into Burkina Faso's natural resources and wealth. He said if they think Russia is going to abandon Burkina Faso, they need to think again, because they are seriously mistaken. Wow. I can go on and on and on, but I'm looking at the time. I'm very, cautious of the time. I don't want to go too long. But what do you guys think? Do you not agree when I said Ibrahim Traore is now seen as the king of Africa? A man that, as young as he is, and the guy had gone beyond what any leaders in Africa had ever done. And there he was, sat right in front of Vladimir Putin, making all this condition, asking for help. That is what real leader does. Asking for help, not for himself, for his people, for his country. He is actually speaking on behalf of the entire African continent. Unlike some, all right, let me not start throwing shot at people. Let me just leave it there. I made a video the other day and I said South Africa leader did not attend the parade in Russia, and I had mixed feelings from people saying, this minister was there, that minister was there. Do you people really understand and know the different roles played by the head of state or the president and the minister? A minister is at the back. They put them at the back, how do you call it? On the back seat. President sits right with the president of Russia and talk, table their problem, ask for help. Ministers don't have that privilege. So to those of you arguing that the minister of my country was there, the minister of our country was there, pooh, shame on you. They are just there for show, just to sign that, we attended. But nothing is given or taken. Believe me. Yeah, Ibrahim Traore, he represented, he sat there face to face with Vladimir Putin. If you haven't seen the footage, please go and check it out. And he was telling Putin face to face what he wants, what help his country needs, and that is how it should be done. Not sending minister. Minister, they put them on the backstage. They don't even see. What are you talking about? What do you guys think? Leave a comment, let me know.